All right, welcome back. Here we are. Focus. More focus on the focus. More gizmos, more gadgets, more doodads. Yeah, I mean, I've got this bitch and Shelby GT350 right here. I've got a bitch and EcoBoost drift stang in the back. But we're over here working on the focus. We got a few more things we want to do. A couple final touches. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be installing a eBay roof rack on this bad boy. So check it out. We hopped on eBay. It's really hard to find an inexpensive roof rack for this Focus. I ordered one on Amazon. Unfortunately, Pitts Spyco doesn't carry one right now, but I ordered one on Amazon. Didn't fit. Ended up on the EcoBoost Mustang back there. I just went around and tried to put it on all my cars until it fit on one, and it fit on the EcoBoost. So, you know, there it is back there. But I found one on eBay, and the guy swears it fits. So we're about to find out. If it fits, we're putting it on. If it doesn't, I don't know. We'll run around and try to put it on something else. But I really hope it does fit. So as we open this box up, got 2 bars coming out. Yeah. Looks all right. Looks definitely narrower than my other set, so hopefully that's a good thing. So we've got 2 bars. And a little bag of goodies. So, bag of goodies. It's bubble wrap pretty good. Looks similar to the other kit that we got. Locks are a little bit different. Got a set of keys. Some instructions, it looks like. So, should have 4 of those. 4 of these rubber pads. 4 of the feet. 4 of the covers. And we have 4 different hooks here. There's probably one hook here that's set up for a rain getter style car. That's normally what these ones are. Just I'm going to open them to show you. But this is a universal kit. This looks like the rain getter option. If maybe it fits, I don't know, but I think this is the hook that's going to go on the car. So it looks like pretty basic setup, just like the other one. We have a set of keys for the locks. Some nuts. Yeah, and some instructions. Instructions looking pretty straightforward. Really similar to the other setup. I'm just going to have to figure out which hook we're going to use. And then hopefully these are the right width and we're going to be in business. Installation instructions. Roof bar. Yeah. All right. See if it fits. All right, so you got your bar. Got your instructions. You got a whole bunch of pieces here. What do you do? Well, the instructions. It's a bunch of pictures. There's some words. You know, kind of got to figure it out. It's only so far those things will take you. So we got our bar, a bunch of pieces. We got to put together 2 of these things. So yeah, so you just take your bar, flip it over, take this base plate that mounts to the roof, this little concave washer guy. You're gonna stick it on this nut, on the stud. It's just kind of like a bolt that's stuck in there. You can put your nut on. Get your nut on. It's 10 millimeter. You go ahead and snug this up pretty good. You're going to take this rubber protective boot there. You're going to put it on. It's just going to protect the paint, protect the roof. Instead of hard plastic, it's just this rubber. And when you tighten this, you'll tighten it up pretty snug so that the nut won't fall off, but also you want it to be able to move, to flex to the fit of the roof. Now, I know that we're going to use this shape for our roof because we don't have a rain gutter. And you're going to take this guy right here, this guy, and this guy, and you're going to put it together so that if there's like little ribs on here, they're up. All right. It has a funny little kind of opening here. You got to fiddle with this in. And you got to put it in the bottom hole first, and work the top in. And once you work the top in, you just work it up to the top hole, and then it just clips in. So it's gonna look like this when you're done. The ribs up. It's gonna look like that when you're done. Okay.
Round 1.
So now you're gonna take that. You're gonna take your rubber protective boot that slides on, and then you're ready to assemble this guy. You're just gonna have to do this 4 times. So once you do this 4 times, you're probably going to have to trim this boot, possibly, depending on how far it goes into the rack, depending on how wide your car is. But we're just going to go ahead and show you how to slide it together. So you can take your key, open this guy up.
Round 2.
And then it goes in so that this wraps around your roof on the bottom, just like this, in the hole. You just click it in. See that? It'll only go in so far. And once you get in that far, you just ratchet it in. It's like a little ratchet strap kind of thing. And that slowly tightens it in. And then if you want to remove it, say you take your key, or they give you a little wrench. I'm just going to use my my flathead, and you pull back on this. This is a lot like using a ratchet strap, and then you release. There's a safety release in there. You push this down, and once you push it down, you should be able to pull it all the way out. It's not working. So you release that guy, pull that down, and it comes out. I'll try that again. Click it in, click this back to release some pressure, click the safety release back, close that guy, and then release. All right, that's how you do that. You'll see more of it when we put it on the car. Just go ahead and build 4 of these, and then do this 4 times, and we're ready to put it on the roof of the car. All right, the next step, I've gone ahead and set these racks up here where I want them. I've got my parts laid out. I've measured from this point to here on both sides, making sure that it's centered. And then I measure from here to the window to make sure that it's the same distance on both sides. I've done that front and back. So I've done that here to here also. So now I'm just going to go ahead and install these guys. I got a pair of scissors here. I'm going to most likely have to trim this rubber piece, because as you can see, when you line it up, about this much of it's going to have to get cut off. Otherwise this will just all jam up and not go in there. So I'm going to get set up, make a mark, cut 4 of these, throw these latches in here and show you how to operate these, how to tighten them, how to loosen them. And I think we're going to be good to go. All right, final step. We're going to be trimming this guy. So what I'm going to do is take the boot off. This piece here slides under the door, just like that. So I have an idea of where I want it to be. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it long. I'm going to do 3 rails in. Just like that. Slide it back on. Then with this guy open, you just slide the guy in there. Now what you're going to want to do is it's just like a ratchet, like a tie down. You just tighten it in. It's pretty cool, actually. It's a little nicer than the other set I got. So I'm just going to get it started on this side. I'm going to also tuck it in behind the door seal. So I'm going to go around and trim the other side. So that's really all there is to it. You're just going to cinch these guys down. Make sure that they're seated in there all the way. And then once you're happy with it, you're just going to go ahead and lock them. Just like that. So I'm going to go around and do that to all four of them. And just double check that my measurements are good. It's all square. And these things are installed. Now if you want to open them and release them, you just undo the key, open the guy up. You pull this back to release some pressure on the safety lock. They say use your little spanner wrench to do it, to hold it open. Drop that guy down. And then this will just slide right out. They're actually really trick. Not gonna lie, as long as they stay on the car, I'm gonna be pretty happy. Like I said, it was hard to find an inexpensive set that doesn't break the bank that fits this car. A lot of them say like 43, something like that, but they don't fit. So these, they said they fit, and description wasn't lying. They feel really solid. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. Product, just barely. I mean, these things are like 6 inches long. You know, this could go on a way wider car, so it fits. It's in there. These brackets look pretty secure. They're just underneath the door there. Yeah, they're solid. So they got a lock on it. Got them all squared up. Now you can attach any attachment you want to this guy. Bicycle rack, snowboards, surfboards, you name it. So he's ready for some adventure. Gives it a little bit of a sporty look, also a little bit more storage space here. You know? Yeah. Focus is looking pretty sporty. Roof rack installed. It's a pretty straightforward install. The locking mechanism can be a little tricky, but once you understand it, it's actually really nice. There's a couple times when I was putting it in, maybe when the part goes in the slot, it kind of gets hung up. You just got to finagle with it a little bit, but the locking and release mechanism works pretty good. It's a lot like a ratchet strap. When you have a ratchet strap too tight, you know, you just pull back, take a little tension on it, release the safety lock on it, and then just let it go. It's a similar concept. There's 2 latches on it, but the install overall, pretty simple. It's a universal fit, but I'm glad I found something, you know, affordable for the Focus. You know, hopefully they don't make too much noise on the freeway. They make little like wind diffusers that this car might get in the future, now that I know that there is a roof rack for it. So be possibly on the list later, but feeling pretty solid. I'm gonna drop the eBay listing in the description if you guys want to go pick yourself up a set of these for your Focus, or maybe you're picking up a set of these for a different car. That's basically a universal fit, so you just have to measure your roof from side to side and make sure they fit. Sometimes the listing on items don't actually match up. Yeah, I found that a bunch working on cars, so kind of got to do your own homework. I've saved you some homework if you have a 08 to 11 SE sedan Focus. They seem pretty quality. They seem like they're going to hold up. And yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.